Right, now it's pouring down outside, so I'm going to try to attempt to teach you the pull shot in my room. Let's see how that goes. So first of all, the first thing to think about with the pull shot is what you've got to do, and my whole philosophy on coaching and playing cricket is that you've got to do the repetition. So once I show you the technique, you've just got to go, even with tennis balls, and just do it over and over until your body gets into that pattern. And then what you'll find is if you practice enough, you'll just be in a game and you'll see short ball, 4, and it should just be an instinct. Pull shot's not something we want to think about because we don't really have that much time to think about it if the ball's coming at us 130 k's an hour or even faster or slower. We just want to see short ball, pull, and just be an instinct. So, first things first, we've got our grip, whatever grip you've chosen. My one's kind of like that. Now, what we want to do is obviously get into our stance. First thing that happens, I know you can't see my feet, but just imagine my back foot is just stepping back just a little bit, but the key thing here is going across. Now, the reason that's important is because you want to get your head, you want to get your eyes into the line of the ball. Just like when you're driving, you can't drive the ball when it's outside the line of your eyes, unless you're really good or you're having a flash at it. What we want to do, we want to play the percentages here. We want to, if the ball's coming across sort of that angle, we actually want to get our head into the line of the ball. So here we're going, we're stepping back and across, getting our head into the line of the ball. Step 1. Step 2, as we're doing that, our hands go back and wide. Now this was a really big learning point for me because when I was little, what I'd be doing is going like this. Right, I see the ball short, pull shot, I'm going to try and hit it as hard as I can, and I'd step back and across and I'd load up like this. And of course what would happen is by the time I got it right back there and I got it all the way around to hit the ball's already passed or it's hitting right at the top of the bat because it's just too slow. Pull shot has to be fast, it has to be. So that's why we step back and across, and we actually like to throw our hands sort of wide. So instead of going back, so just so you can see, I'm actually going just wide out there. We're throwing them high so that, I'm assuming you want to pull it into the ground because you're playing percentages, but we'll go over the pulling in the air later. Out and wide, and then just coming through with my arms, which are fully extended. Not like this, fully extended. And that was another key point for me, because I wasn't a natural puller of the ball. But once someone said to me, they said, hey, come on, I want you to snap your arms out there. I was like, okay, snap my arms out there. Boom! And it was so much easier. Why? Well, because your brain knows how long your arms are. Which is good, because if it didn't, well, there's probably something wrong with you. But hopefully there's not. Sorry to you guys out there if there is. But your brain knows exactly how long your arms are. And so as soon as you've extended it to that length, with that force, your brain knows where to hit the middle of the bat. And that's just the percentages. And that's a fact. So that's definitely one thing I'd think about. So I'd think about going back and across, hands out and wide, and then snapping the arms straight. And a lot of people say, the old sort of textbooks, they say, and roll your wrists over the ball, don't they? They all say it. They say roll your wrists. Of course, we say please don't roll your wrists, because if you're rolling your wrists, you've got a big chance of getting edges. Okay? So the reason they wanted you to roll your wrists is to keep the ball into the ground. We say, hey look, don't worry about it, because if you do it right, you're actually coming from high to low, which means that the angle on that is going to hit the ball into the ground anyway. Alright? So simple steps again. Back and across, hands wide, snapping straight, and coming from high to low. We'll go over the pull shot, hitting in the air, and a few other variations of it in some of the other videos. But for now, just practice that. And I want you to practice it through repetition. There's no shortcuts in cricket. There is none. Simple as that. You've got to get down to those nets, get into their backyard, just get a partner, and just doing some underarms. Okay? Do some underarms, get them on their knees, underarms into your chest, and just go practice that technique. Just practice it. They reckon you should be doing things about 10,000 times before you can actually master it. I know they said that Ricky Ponting, I know he's not playing too well now, but when he was in his prime, he would come into training, and of course they're training pretty much every day. He'd come in, and as the warm-up, he'd hit 300 balls. That's to give you an idea. Go for it.